Starting a brand new print-on-demand dropshipping business can be quite overwhelming, kind of like learning to backflip for the very first time as an adult. With so many products to choose from, so many different strategies, it can be very, very overwhelming and you just don't know where to start. The best part about print on demand is you don't have to worry about having any inventory. Your supplier that you choose prints and fulfills it on your behalf, allowing you to keep the profit that's on top. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the exact strategy that I use myself, the strategy that I teach my students, and I'm not going to give you any advice whatsoever on how to backflip. Now, this is the exact same strategy that I've used myself over the past 8 years that has allowed me to sell millions of dollars worth of print-on-demand products online, and several times having to do it from zero. With print-on-demand, you're choosing products that are made, printed, and fulfilled from within the United States, which means fast shipping, customers love that, trustworthy suppliers, most of them, meaning your customers get exactly what they pay for. And if they don't, you can easily reach out to your supplier, in which case they will send out a replacement free of charge to you. So if I had to start over today, this is the exact same strategy that I would use. There are 6 main strategies to running a successful print-on-demand dropshipping business. Number 1 is mindset. Number 2 is your niche. Number 3 is your product choice. Number 4 is your design style. Number 5 is your marketing. And number 6 is the consistency in which you show up to your business. Now I'm going to break down each one of these as simply as possible. 1, your mindset. You need a rock solid, bulletproof POD mindset. That means meditating, sitting in that gratitude of what your future success looks like. Reading books like Think and Grow Rich are absolutely phenomenal. I had this conversation with a student yesterday. Just the process of reading allows you to put yourself in that position of looking for the opportunity. If you're not thinking about growing rich or starting a new business, you're not thinking about the opportunities that are out there, and they're endless. And it's the same with print on demand. So as soon as you start thinking about print on demand, the products, the phrases, the designs that you're going after, you position yourself to just go and find those answers. So do it. Visualizing that success, journaling on it, leaving post-it notes around the place for you. Just get your thoughts focused on your success within print on demand. Second is your niche. Understanding niches is important. If you're coming to print on demand wanting to sell print on demand jewelry, you need to know what reverse targeting is and how to avoid it at all costs. That is, when you're trying to target a nurse mum, someone that's not actively interested in that particular niche. You need to go after the people that are actively engaging in that content within that niche. So if they're nurses, they're interested in nursing type things on Facebook and across the web. They're the ones that you're able to target, and they're the ones that buy the products to give to the nurse mum. With jewelry, because it's a gift giving type of product, you need to be able to target the person who's actively engaging in that niche or hobby. With that in mind, the niches and hobbies and professions that you're going after are the ones that are very, very proud. The family are invested in it, and they're the first responders, they're the nurses, they are the military people. With more hobby-based stuff, it's like the bikers. Usually it's the husband and wife that are both invested in that lifestyle. Same with hunters, campers, and cruisers. An example of a mediocre niche to go after would be a 40-year-old trying to learn to backflip. You need to make sure that you're able to target the people that you're wanting to sell to on Facebook or TikTok if you're going down that route. If you need more niches to uncover, make sure you download my free 1000 plus niche list ebook from the description below. In there, I go in depth about how to choose your niches, the thinking that you need. There's a wealth of information just in there along with those 1000 plus niches. Third is your product choice. You want to choose a product that has great margin. If you've come into print on demand thinking you want to start a t-shirt business, you're going to find it very, very difficult to create something that has enough profit that allows you to scale. As a rule, aim to be making at least 3 by the cost price of what the particular product is. I aim to have at least $30 margin or profit on each product that I'm trying to sell. And the example of the good products, or the ones that I'm focused on, are print-on-demand jewelry and made-on-demand metal art. They're both amazing. Made-on-demand metal art, you can have average order values well in excess of $100. It is nuts, and it's new to the market. It hasn't been seen in the niches the way that print-on-demand internet marketers go after them. It's low-hanging fruit. It's an opportunity. Get in there, get started, do it now. So if you're asking how to find your first print-on-demand dropshipping product, these are the criteria that I go after. There's 5 of them. 1, it must be fulfilled from within the United States of America or the country that you're selling in. Number 2, it must be good quality so the customers love it and leave you 5-star reviews. The platforms, whether it's Amazon or Etsy, there's customer reviews built into that, and they are actively surveying each of your customers. That's the same with Facebook. When somebody makes a purchase from you and your page, they are being surveyed to make sure that the customer service is satisfactory, that the products are true to what you're selling them. This is put in place to make sure only the best sellers stick around. So we want good suppliers. And there's an onus on these suppliers, and it's sort of why it's cool when choosing print-on-demand suppliers that you don't really need to get those samples sent to you, because they know if they let you down and those customer reviews start falling, that means they sell less product, so you're safe. Number 3, it must ship fast. Even though it's in the United States, when we first started selling print-on-demand metal art, it took up to 8 weeks and beyond for our customers to get those pieces that they'd just ordered. So it needs to ship fast. Number 4, it needs to be easy to design and test. That is what's so amazing about print-on-demand jewelry, is that these cards, they are super, super basic. It's just text on a colored card. It doesn't need any design embellishments. It just needs very, very good phrases. And number 5, it must have $30 plus per sale in profit. That means you can test harder, you can scale harder, and you can make a lot more money in the process. Which brings us to number 4, your design. Understanding the design style for your chosen product is crucial. And the rule is going to be, keep it simple. With print-on-demand jewelry, there are 6 main elements that make up a viral piece of jewelry. Number 1 is the intro. Number 2 is the adjective. Number 3 is the recipient. Number 4 is the moneymaker. Number 5 is the blend. Number 6 is the design style. The moneymaker, number 4, is absolutely critical to your success. This is the sentence. This is the phrase that sells these pieces for us. It is so emotionally charged that the gift giver has been sold. It speaks to them on such a deep emotional level about them in a way that the recipient understands. Your design style is super critical. Keeping it basic means everybody within that niche is more likely to buy it once that phrase emotionally moves them. You don't want funny colors or cursive fonts that people can't read, or design embellishments in there that make no sense or has your customers wondering, what is that? Because if they're stuck trying to figure out what these different elements are, they're not reading the message that sells this piece of jewelry. Use spy tools to check out what is selling. Don't trust the Shine On Graphic Design Group. They create amazing designs, but they don't sell. You want to find what's selling and emulate that success style, that design style, that phrase style, and create your own pieces and go and get your own sales. Number 5 is your marketing. With great products, with great phrases, your marketing becomes so much easier. With your ad structure, you just have to choose one that works for you. Whether it's Jim Cremella's, whether it's Kirster's or Michael Christ's, whether it's Joe Roberts. When you're focused on an ad structure that works, make sure you stick to that particular structure. When you're first starting, you don't want to be mixing and matching and taking bits of this one and bits of that one. You want a system that's going to work for you, that's easy to replicate for you. The one that I recommend for niches is obviously mine. One of my students affectionately named it the R8 style. You know, I'm not a big fan of the R8s, but it's a sports car, and I love sports cars. So let's go with the R8. So what you need is one campaign, one ad set targeting the broadest interest within that niche. So if you're going after the bikers, you'd be targeting Harley Davidsons. If you're targeting police officers, you'd be going after law enforcement. Inside that one ad set, you want one ad. And in that one ad, you want a creative that showcases your product in the best way possible. That means a creative that allows your audience to read the moneymaker very, very easily in their news feeds. You don't want fancy imagery that is confusing. You want them to be pulled straight to that moneymaker. That first sentence, that is what sells our product. So with Shine On, they give you tons of different creatives to use, but the angled black box shot is the one that I always go to. It's a great starting point. Once you start scaling, then you get your own user-generated content and you start putting that in there as well. So now that you have your one campaign with one ad set and one ad, you need to duplicate that ad set 7 times. So you've got 8 total ad sets, all at $5 per day. If you want the full ad structure set up, make sure you watch this video immediately after this one. Do it. Number 6 is your consistency. With your mindset set, choose 3 to 5 niches and aim to launch 3 to 5 new campaigns each week based on the fundamentals of what I teach. And you can find those fundamentals in this video, which I suggest you watch after the last one I told you to watch after this one. If you've got more budget, obviously you can do more launches. You need to invest in your ads to set yourself up for the best chance possible to be able to scale to be making thousands of dollars a day. And that's what paid marketing allows you to do. With organic marketing, you are going out looking for the ones and twos and slowly building up over time with a bigger catalog. Staying consistent to your design style, staying consistent to your phrase building, staying consistent to your product choice and your ad structure. These are the things that get you closer to those results. And the hardest time to stick to those fundamentals, the hardest time to be consistent is when you're first starting and you're not getting that success that you thought you would straight away. Stay with it. There are tons of people out there that are absolutely crushing it because they put up with more failure than those that haven't put up with the failure, obviously. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you ask any questions below. Make sure you subscribe, ring the notification bell, like, do all those things because that'll show YouTube that you're interested and you want to see this content in the future. I am dropping new videos all the time. Now, if you're interested in working with me personally, make sure you check out podhacks.co. See you in the next one.